Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, then just welcome. I do motivational videos or like social commentary, whatever's happening at the time. Whatever, I just do a little bit of everything. So if you're into that, then subscribe and like come hang out with us every Mondays and Thursdays. So today when I sat down to make this video, nothing really came to me. So I'm gonna do a get to know me video. I'm not going to go into detail because I don't know how much people even like want to hear that. So I am Anita and I'm from South Africa and I'm now married and living in the USA. My husband and I met, my husband is American, he's not South African. We met in Korea. I was in Korea teaching English to tiny little babies, the sweetest little kids. Korean children are so well behaved. Like when I first was gonna go teach in Korea, I was so terrified because I was like, what if they're like little brats and they're awful to me and like I don't know what to do. Because South African kids are well behaved as well, but there are some classes or like some kids or some schools where the kids are so bad and there really isn't anything you can do about it. So I was worried about that when I moved to Korea, but once I got there, like the little kids are literally so sweet, so well behaved. And an interesting thing about Korea is that every single kid had a mom and dad in the home. People in Korea, like their family unit is like together. Like parents do not have kids before they are married. Every single student I had like hundreds and hundreds of students because first of all I was there for 3 years, and second of all they like have kids that come after school as well. So you teach your own class during the like morning time, and then in the afternoon you just have like a revolving door of classes that come for like, oh my god, every time I record one of these jets is gonna come. But anyway, like you have a revolving door of classes, and then you meet like a whole bunch of kids that way. So I taught hundreds of kids, and I'm not being dramatic. Each one of those kids had a mom and dad. All of them had a mom and dad. The only kid, oh my god, the only kid who didn't have a dad was because his dad had committed, had taken his own life. But otherwise, every other kid had a mom and dad in the home, and I was like super proud of that because I grew up without a dad. I grew up with a single mom, and that's something that I always hated. And so I always wanted to make sure that before I started like popping kids out, I had a good marriage, and yeah, that I would be able to give my children that. And I did. I found the best guy. So like whenever I was dating, I'd be like, I want to date someone who's like kind and who's gonna be a good dad. Like I want to date someone who's gonna be a good dad, not just someone who's gonna be a really cool husband, but a good dad as well. And like when I met my husband, I was like, yeah, he'd be like a super good dad. He was so responsible and so like calm, and I was like always very anxious, but he's like a super calm force. And so I was like, yeah, he's like dad material. Yeah, what else? Yeah, so my husband and I met in Korea and then moved here. Before moving to America, I had never thought I would ever move to America. Like, I had no plans to visit, no plans to live here at all. And I was terrified of this place because, you know, like online, that's all you hear is that, oh my God, the cops are pew-pewing all the brown people. So I was scared of that. I was like, oh, is it like super terrible for a black person to live in there? But I moved here and like everyone was super nice. So I was like, oh, okay, it's like not as bad as I thought. Yeah. And yeah, now I live here. I have one kid. She's super cute, super smart, She's like 1.5 years old. And she is like the love of my life. I always thought like that. I always wanted kids, first of all. I want like 10 kids, like a million kids filling up the house. But I always thought like I was always scared to have children because I always thought like I already had anxiety, so I thought it's gonna like give me more anxiety, but didn't do that. In fact, it like took away my anxiety. I think I was just missing something, and that was probably like a huge part of my anxiety. But yeah, as soon as I had a kid, I really didn't struggle with anxiety so much. It was like a cure. Actually like cured my anxiety. I think also being married to someone who just makes you feel safe does that for you. It makes you feel like you could literally do anything, like you could do anything you want. When you have that like base, when you have like a strong foundation, it gives you, it grounds you, and you know that you can try new things, because if it doesn't work out, then you know you've got like something to come home to, and you know that you're gonna come back to someone who's gonna like make it better. So if you go out there into the world and you try new things and it like sucks and it doesn't work out, at least you know that there's someone who loves you unconditionally, that's gonna, if you're hurt from whatever endeavors you like tried, you know that they will like love you back to health, and they will like fix you up if you feel bad. So with that, you're brave enough to try new things, and you're brave enough to speak up for things you believe in, and you're, you know, just like marriage is a beautiful thing. I think it's like the best thing I've ever done. Parenting is like a beautiful thing as well. Becoming a mom is like made me so brave, because I don't want to like, that's why like I'm now free to speak up on things that I believe in as well, because like I don't want my child, like I want to be able to answer to my child. If she asks me one day why was everyone lying and calling men women and calling women men, denying biology, denying this and that, I want to be able to say that I wasn't lying, and I want to be able to say that I was telling the truth, because everything that I do since becoming a parent, maybe like a little bit after that, like I had like an awakening when she was about maybe 9 months to a year, and I was like, I have to like actually like be like actively trying to be better for my daughter. So yeah, so I didn't want to, when I thought about it, I wanted to be able to answer to her. If she asked me one day any question about how I choose to live my life, I want to be able to be proud of my answer. I don't want to have to think about lying. I don't want to have to hide some things for her. I want to live a pure, clean life that I'll be able to defend to my children one day. And I don't want her to play sport with other boys, and I don't want her to, if she grows up to become a sportswoman, I don't want her to play with men. And it's just as simple as that. So that's why I speak up with the things that I speak up about. I also just want her to feel powerful. I want her to be a good person, and I want her to be someone who pays attention to how she lives her life and how she serves others, serves God, serves herself, and is just like a good person, like lives life like in an honest, good way. Yeah, what else can I share? I am a master student. I'm doing my master's in counseling. I have an undergrad in psychology, and now I'm doing counseling. Last week we started doing like these mock client things, where you find like a fake client, and then you pretend counsel them for grades. It's super fun because it gives you like insight into what it's going to be like to actually be a counselor. You obviously have to use like, it's not just like a conversation. You think, at least I did, I thought like, oh, I know how to be a counselor, I'll just ask people questions, and you know, like how you counsel your friends. I think every girlfriend knows how to be a counselor, because at some point we counsel our friends, and you ask them questions, and you ask them like, you know, kind of interrogate them on the decisions they're making, why they're like making the decisions they're making, stuff like that. But there are like, it takes like certain skills. There are some skills that you need to engage in order to be doing counseling properly. So that was fun to get started on that. What else do I need to tell you guys? I'm 33. 33, right? What's the year? Yeah, 30. I'm 33. I'll be 34 in October. And yeah, I started late. I only met my husband when I was 31. And honestly, like if there was one thing that I like could wish for, it would be that I meet my husband when I'm like 20, so that we could have 100 kids by now. But all in God's plan, all in God's timing. I mean, yeah, I think that's it. Let me know if you have any other questions that you'd like me to answer you, and I will, as long as it's nothing like super personal. I'm like a super private person, and I don't know why I decided to like, but there was just like something pulling me to make YouTube videos. I didn't want to, because I was just like, what am I gonna do? Like, I look so stupid sitting talking to myself. But there was just something that was like calling me to do it. So I was like, fine, I'll do it. And it's cool. It's cool and everything. But today, making the video, like I couldn't come up with anything. Like there was nothing that I wanted to say. And so I was like, is this my calling, or is this something that like I just want to do for fun? Because if it's not my calling, then why am I doing it? Like, I don't want to do anything that isn't serving anybody. If it's just serving me and isn't helping anyone, not serving anyone, then what's the point? Because literally what gives a lot of us, like I always speak about purpose, but literally everything is about purpose. The whole point of us being here is to like serve, is to create and serve other people. So for me, I just feel like if I'm not serving people, if I'm not like if I'm making people sad and I'm not like making anybody happy, then like I don't know what the point would be. Because I could just raise my daughter and study, do my schoolwork, and then laze around on the couch and like paint. I have a new painting behind me that I did the other day. I really enjoyed it. You can't see it properly. It's like far away, but yeah, that's my newest baby. But yeah, that's all from me, you guys. Yeah, again, let me know if there's anything else that I need to tell you guys about next week, or if like there's a topic that you guys want me to talk about, because I literally had writer's block today. Or yeah, today, because I usually just like sit and something will come to me, like all the videos I've done before. If it's going on at the time, then that's what I'll talk about. If I think of something, then I just like sit down and I get the camera ready and I speak about it. But today when I sat, even like this morning, when I was thinking about like, oh, today I need to make a video, what am I going to make a video about? Nothing came through, and that's pretty strange, because usually 2 or 3 things will come to me and then I'll choose one. But yeah, nothing was popping today. So I don't know what else going on. But yeah, hopefully I have something good to talk to you about on Thursday. If there's something that you'd like me to talk about, let me know. And I'll do it, because this is the perfect time to like throw things at me, because I don't have anything else to talk about. Unless something interesting happens. Candace and Ben Shapiro are supposed to debate soon, so hopefully that happens, and then we can talk about that. Other than that, yeah, have a wonderful week and stay safe. Choose love, choose happiness, choose to be anything but ordinary. I love you guys. Bye.